In this video, I'm going to answer the question, what would I do if I lost all my money and I had to start over again in the SEO industry? My name is Matt Diggity, and I'm the founder of multiple seven-figure SEO businesses, including Diggity Marketing, LeadSpring, the Search Initiative, Authority Builders, the Affiliate Lab, and the Chiang Mai SEO Conference. The question, what would I do if I had to start over, gets asked a ton in the comments on this channel. And when it comes to content ideas, you guys are the boss of me, so I had to make this video. But there's actually two ways to go about answering this hypothetical question. A, what would I do if I lost all my money and had to start over? And B, what would I do if I were just starting out? As you can see by this community poll, most viewers wanted to see version A, so that's what I'm going to serve up for you. But I promise to get to version B later, so make sure to subscribe. Anyhow, it's a super interesting question, and I understand why people would ask it. Beginners just starting out want to know if they're heading in the right direction. And experienced SEO pros might be curious if I'd take a different path. And if so, maybe they should pivot in their own businesses as well. But before we get started, let's set some ground rules for this hypothetical squid game. First, I lost all my money. I have $0 to my name. Second, I lost my reputation as well. I can't leverage my name and call up some company and talk them into hiring me to do their SEO. Third, I still have my SEO knowledge. There's no weird Jason Bourne amnesia going on. But here's the twist I'm putting on this game plan. I'm gonna design my path with the goal of getting rich. I don't want to just survive, I want to thrive. So right now, you're about to learn honestly exactly what I would do if I were starting again from scratch. But real quick, if you like this type of content, would you please obliterate the like button? Utter destruction of the like button helps the YouTube algorithm know that this video is cool, which helps the video reach more cool people like you, and contributes to the staggering $1,300 per month AdSense revenue from all this YouTube work. Spoiler alert, YouTube would not be in my recovery plan. Okay, let's get started. All right, let's start off with phase one of my recovery stimulus plan. What I'm gonna do is start an SEO service business which sells something that I can leverage later in my own SEO business down the road. If we think about SEO fundamentally, what does it actually require? It's two things: content and links. You can't rank without writing content, and you can't rank in any decent niches without building backlinks. Another reason I'm starting with an SEO services business is because it takes zero capital to start. And that's important in this hypothetical situation because I'm broke as f. Now, between content and backlinks, my choice is to start a content service.
WTF, you already have a link building agency, Authority Builders.
You already know how to do it. Why wouldn't you just repeat the process? There's a very important reason for that, and I'll get to it later. One could also say the same about starting an SEO agency. I have an SEO agency, the Search Initiative. But in this recovery plan, I'm not going to go there as well, and I'm going to also talk about that later. What's cool about starting a content agency is because you're producing content, you're getting good at it, you're refining your process, and then you can plug that into a business later. And when you do that, when you start providing services for your own business, you're going to do it at cost, rock bottom prices. You'll be able to blow past your competition because you're paying for content at half the price that they are. Here's exactly how I would start making a content business. I would start at the very bottom, freelancing, writing content pieces for other people. And the first thing I would do to get some work is reach out to the top boss level content agencies right now and apply. I want to learn all their SOPs, their processes, and the guidelines for their writers so I can get good right away. I'm also going to pay close attention to see how they scale, how they hire, how they manage, and how they build a team because I'm going to repeat the same later. And concurrent to working at a content agency, I'm also going to do some freelance work myself. The goal is twofold. First, I want to start getting my own regular clients and of course making more money. But second, I want to start building a rep for myself as a content writer so I can pivot that into my own business. I'll start looking for freelance clients on Upwork, the Cult of Copy Facebook group, which I definitely love for finding my own writers. And here's something I'm going to do outside the box is I'm going to reach out to top tier affiliate marketing portfolio owners. And what I'm going to get out of this is be included into cutting edge best SEO practices and strategies. For this type of outreach, I'm going to spend a lot of time in the Affiliate SEO Mastermind Facebook group. How about price? How much am I going to charge for my services? With the work I'm doing for content agencies, honestly, it's just about gaining experience. I'll accept whatever they throw at me. For freelancing, I'm probably going to charge about 5 to 6 cents per word and then start to scale up after that as I get more experience. But here's a big difference on how I'm going to do things compared to how I see a lot of writers operate. I'm really gonna try. A lot of writers do really good at the beginning, then start to get lazy, cutting corners, and seeing what they can get away with. For me, the 500th piece of content that I write is gonna be just as good as the first. In fact, it should be a lot better because of my experience working with the best in the industry. I'm also, without fail, always gonna be on time. I'd want to start a reputation for being someone that people can count on. Now, as I'm starting to level up, I'm gonna start to transition my freelance work into my own actual business. I'm gonna buy Surfer and start to offer SEO optimized optimized content. And of course, I'm going to charge more for it. I'm going to start charging more for my normal services as well. And I'm going to be able to do that because I've started to develop a reputation of being quality and on time. People pay a premium for that, myself included. I'll also buy a tool like Jarvis and start to offer a cheaper AI-driven solution. Even though it's called AI right now, it's not very automated, and I see a big gap in the industry for skilled operators. Eventually, I'm going to start getting more and more work, and I'm going to need to outsource some of it to other writers to help me fulfill it. As soon as possible, the goal is to get to a point where I'm not really writing anymore, but I'm just managing the writers. I'm trying to free up time for phase 2 of this recovery plan. But where am I going to go to find writers to help me with this? In exactly the same places where I found my freelance writing jobs. But I'm not going to skimp out on price. I'm going to get good people and offer a nice price to attract these good people. I want to keep this company culture alive of high quality and punctuality. Remember, I'm going to use this content for my own business later on. But until I'm ready to transition to the second phase of my career, this business is my cash cow. The content business is what I'm going to use to produce the money that's going to allow me to take bigger risks and make more money. And once I hit about $5K per month profit for this business, it's time to switch gears and prepare for the big show. But before that, let's do a quick digression onto why I didn't take a couple of the paths that I mentioned earlier. Let's first talk about links. Why didn't I start a link business, the other side of the SEO coin? I've run 2 link businesses before, Diggity Links, which I sold eventually, and Authority Builders. And I can say from firsthand experience, it's a profitable business, but very challenging. Having a link business and an outreach team is actually a good fit for this recovery plan. Because I'd be doing outreach to build backlinks for other people, I can then start to build a Rolodex which I could use later and contact these webmasters for linking to my own sites. But given this parameters of this hypothetical start with $0 scenario, I wouldn't do it for myself the second time around. Why is that? Because today it's hard as hell to get traction with a link building business. Everyone is getting spammed 100 times a day with link building offers. This happens in your email inbox, but also on social media. In addition, I can say from experience, it's super hard to sell links without 2 things. The first is reputation. People do not want to buy links from people that they don't know.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
And in this scenario, I'm starting over from 0 with no reputation as well. The second is cash. You can get traction with the link building business by running paid ads, but in this scenario, I'm broke as a joke. That said, some of you viewers don't like to write or you're not a native English speaker. So here's a quick rundown on how you can get started if you want to start a link building business. Finding clients is the hard part, which we just talked about. You can have a hell of a time getting through all the spam that people are getting in their inboxes every day with link building offers. So I recommend to think outside the box. There's existing outreaching businesses that already have the customers. They already have the traction. You can do outreach for them. Authority Builders, for example, hires at least 20 outreachers at any given time. And we pay a pretty penny for an introduction to a great webmaster with a great website. As for the outreach part of it itself, the actual work of the business, I would definitely recommend configuring my business to outreach for guest posts and link insertions. Those seem to be the most popular choices right now. You can check out my backlink playlist on my channel for tips on how to do both these outreach tactics. For tools, you can use Gmass. It's a free tool and it gets the job done. It also has great deliverability rate as it's just a layer on top of Gmail. It doesn't go through all these different servers and configurations and F everything up. Aside from guest posts and link insertions, I would also double down on Help a Reporter Out. That's Haro. It's a free service as well, so it takes $0 to get started. And from working with dozens of Haro providers, there's a clear distinction on who's really good at it and who sucks. And that boils down to persistence. You have to treat each pitch like there's a 100% chance that you're going to land it if you just try hard enough. People with this mindset crush it at Haro. Now, in terms of leveling up with a link building business, first, really listen to your client's feedback as if your business depended on it, because it actually does. Next, you need to pay close attention to industry trends on what people want with their links. I started to notice that people wanted links from websites with traffic. And we were the first people to do this at Authority Builders. 1,000 traffic or more or your money back. And lastly, with the link building business, you can never stop outreaching. Even if you build up a list with 500 people to work with, things change, websites tank traffic, websites crash, you have to keep outreaching to refill that. Now let's start to talk about why in this hypothetical situation I wouldn't build an SEO agency like the Search Initiative again. It's actually not that bad situation for starting from scratch. You can get clients through cold outreach through emails or LinkedIn or Facebook. And the great thing about an SEO agency is you get paid up front before you do the work. That money is going to be used, of course, to rank the clients that paid you that money, but it's also going to pay for your SEO tools, which are going to help you rank. But this is my video and you want to know what I do, so here we go. Agency SEO is cool, and as you know, I have one myself, but it's hard as to scale. Client management requires personal attention. And if I want to get back to where I am today, I have a hard time believing that I'll be able to do it with an SEO agency. And that's because an agency requires so much attention it would prevent me from having enough time to move on to phase 2, which I'll get into right now. I truly believe that the best way to make money right now in SEO is to build and eventually sell high-profit websites monetized with affiliate marketing. Phase 2 is about building an affiliate website portfolio. It's what I'm doing right now in real life. And if there was something better, I would have already switched. Now let me be clear, my advice is backwards. Many people think that you should start an SEO agency first, get some recurring money, and then move into affiliate. I'm not saying to go backwards. I think you should just make your money from SEO services, then go into affiliate. Instead, I'm saying to build an income source from SEO services, then start affiliate, and then later on you can start an agency if you want. Here's how I'd start. I'd take the excess profit from the content agency and start building one website. I'd select a niche by scouring marketplaces like Flippa and finding a niche with the best ROI. Namely, what is a niche with the highest amount of earnings versus content and link investment? Make sure to check out my video on how to choose a profitable niche after you watch this video. After that, I'm going to start building out my first site very slowly. I'm going to take the profit from the content business, subtract out my living expenses, then use the leftovers to go directly into this new website. Now the awesome part is that content is already taken care of. I'd use my content agency to start that website with about 30 pieces of content. Then I'd produce about 15 per month consistently. For links, I'd focus on link insertions and help a reporter out. And I'd do some guest posting as well to balance things out. For paid tools, because I'm on a budget here, I'd stick to only the essentials. That's Surfer SEO and Ahrefs. Now, building a site from scratch is a much bigger topic, bigger than the scope of this video. So for a deep dive, check out my video on how to get to $1,000 per month as fast as possible after you watch this video. Link in the description. Now, once I get the first site to make $5,000 per month, I'm going to flip that website on a broker like Empire Flippers or Investor Club.
But Matt, you just built up an additional $5,000 per month of passive cash flow. Why would you sell it?
Hear me out. This is where we start to hit exponential growth. At the time of filming this video, current multiples for flipping an affiliate business are around 55x. That means that $5,000 per month website could sell for $275,000. That's $250,000 that I get today, now, right this minute. And what do you think I'm going to do with that money? Exactly what you think I am. I'm going to do it all over again. But I'm going to build 3 sites this time. And I'm going to add a little bit more diversity to this portfolio. Sure, I'm going to make another site focused on a high ROI niche again, but I'm also going to put some long plays in there. But I'm also going to pick some challenging competitive niches. Niches like health, casino, CBD, finance. Ones that take more experience and resources to compete in. Because you know who has bankroll now? This guy has bankroll now. And at this point, it's rinse and repeat mode. I'm going to build websites. I'm going to rank websites, and I'm going to flip websites over and over again until I'm pooping money. And I'm going to make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe for more videos just like these.